Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make another breakfast with this wonderful almond banana cream with cinnamon for a fruit salad. And it is a breakfast that mainly of fruit and nuts. And make the dressing first. That was the dressing really, this almond banana cream with cinnamon. It's so delicious, but I had to do it several times because I didn't have the ratio, the measurements. Usually the measurements are not so important, but in this case, well, they show to be important. I have 3 bananas here, so that was, I couldn't take 2. 3 was important because the quantity of the dressing was important to cover all the fruit in the salad. It is a dressing that has to cover everything richly. Other dressings in fruit salads are not like that. Other fruit salads, they need only a little bit of dressing, not too much and not too thick. But this is really different. So let's see what happens. I have another fruit salad today, but the same dressing. So I have 3 bananas, that was the good ratio before, and a handful of almonds. Shouldn't be too much either. The quantity here is important because if you take too much, so it's a small handful, not even half a cup, a third cup maybe. If you take too much, then the almonds will, the texture is too coarse in the cream then. Usually when you blend almonds or nuts and seeds with bananas, you get a very nice silken creaminess. But it depends what kind of nuts and what kind of seeds you take. Hemp seeds, for example, if they are whole hemp seeds, they are very hard. And they make it difficult. You have to have a lot of bananas and a small amount of hemp seeds to get the nice creaminess. The almonds, or the brown peel around the almond, that is medium. You can't take too many almonds. But the cashews is the easiest one, the very soft nuts. Yeah? You can take a lot of nuts from cashew nuts with the bananas to make it creamy. But the almonds are in between. So not too many, a small handful, a third cup maybe, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Heaping teaspoon here, and also usually I take more. I like to take more cinnamon because of the cinnamon flavor is so nice, goes so nice with fruit. But in this case I tried more, like a tablespoon or so, or 2 tablespoons, and that was definitely too much. It overwhelmed, together with the almond, this nice flavor of the banana. It's interesting because the banana, this is such an amazing dressing because of the special flavors here combined. The banana is usually sweet, that is a sweet banana, we know that. But if you taste a little bit closer, you notice there are also other tones in the banana flavor, bitter tones also there, as in the almond, the sweet bitter flavor, a classical one. So combining almonds and bananas brings out the bitter tones in the banana more, and you not put too much cinnamon to that. This bitter flavor will be overwhelming the dressing. So you can't take too much cinnamon and not too many almonds for the bananas to make it really nice. But if you have that real nice ratio, as I said, 1 heaping teaspoon of cinnamon powder, a small amount of almonds, maybe a third cup, and 3 bananas, medium size, it's perfect. And maybe half a cup of water, not too much, just to get the blender going. It's always nice to have a little bit of water here around the blades to make it easy to blend. Yeah. Otherwise, it takes some time for the blender to pull the bananas down into the blades. That's the real blending process, pulls it down into the blades. And if you have no water in there, only bananas, then it can take some time when the blades are going in the air and doesn't work. So a little bit of water does a great job here, and it's also nice for the texture. So half a cup, I say, blender dance. This was the first blending. Always when I use nuts or seeds that have not been soaked before, I do a second blending a couple of minutes later while I prepare the fruit salad now. In a moment, the nuts, they are broken down now into small pieces. They will begin to soak very fast. So you can You don't need to soak them ahead of time if you do the second blending. It saves a lot of time, yeah? Because I have to combine the fruit anyway. So why not letting it sit now? And the ratio, as I said, is really perfect. The nutty texture here, a little bit of grainy, is still there. So I have to do a second blending, and they are so perfect. The flavor of the almonds with the bananas. You don't take too many almonds. Really, it sits for a while. Now I might have to use a little bit more water, but that comes after the sitting. Now I combine the fruit, the main part of the salad. So the dressing is one side. Second part is the 3 fruit. That is the papaya first. I have a papaya here, a small papaya only. It's very ripe, they're sweet, and they have a very gentle flavor. Papaya is an amazing fruit. One of my favorite fruits to go because they are not in season here in Germany. We don't have papayas here growing, as far as I know. But papayas, mangoes, and also these persimmons. Yeah. These are fruit, very special fruit, because to me it seems you can eat them just only fruit by themselves, yeah, just monomeal with fruit, and you will be still satisfied. They are seem to be so rich and filling, very exceptional. And that's a mango, have that feeling with the papaya and the persimmon too. That belong definitely to 3 of my favorite fruit because of that. They are super high in fiber, very nice vitamins and minerals. The papaya has a lot of vitamin A, for example, and among many others, minerals too, very nice B vitamins. It's super healthy for, they give it for the eyes. They eat papaya for the eyes in India. And there's a very nice enzyme too for the digestion, so it's a very super healthy fruit. It has this special quality of being so rich and filling. Very nice. And the flavor is gentle. That means it likes a lot of seasoning. That's another part. There's another reason why I love it so much. Papaya is maybe one of the best fruit because you can give a seasoning from savory, very hot with chili or cayenne pepper, to sweet and sour. Everything you can do to papaya. It's very nice, very, very taking. And here I have another fruit here that is very nice in season right now in Germany too. Grapes. We have great grapes here, and they are very sweet. Yeah, grapes are maybe the essence of the sweetness because they make wine out of grapes, and the wine is the more sugar is in the grapes. So the grapes have a lot of sugar. There are qualities of grapes measured with their sugar because of the wine making. The sugar is turned into alcohol during fermentation. And but I don't drink alcohol. It's too tough for me. I don't know. But the grapes I love because they're very sweet, and that is nice for papaya because the sweetness of the grapes, the strong sweet flavor, is a very nice seasoning for these gentle, neutral papayas. And they bring out other flavors in the papaya that also, like banana, seem to be neutral, but it isn't. There are a lot of different flavors in the papaya hidden. If you compare them with combine them with other flavors, these flavors hidden in the papaya come out. I like this kind of play with aromas. Very nice. And here I have a cherry. This is a sour cherry. Has been frozen. I thaw a little bit in a water bath with a little metal container. It's very easy. Metal container swims on the hot water. Put the cherries in, and they thaw a little bit. They're not completely thawed, but the color here is very nice. You see this dark red color together with the orange and the green from the berries. Isn't it beautiful? They don't need to be thawed completely. It's not that important. You can also have the frozen cherries there, or you can eat them too, together with the other fruit and the dressing. It's nice also. So when I decided to thaw a little bit, it doesn't take much time, and it's maybe a little nicer. That depends on you, on what you like. And this is the main part, 3 fruit for the fruit salad. And I will put some walnuts on top here. Some of them go into the fruit salad, and some of them I keep for decoration. Some beautiful ones. I keep some beautiful for the decoration. Yeah, it's nicer. On top you have some beautiful whole walnuts or half walnuts. That makes for a nice topping. So here, and look, you already can see beauty of these colors together, right? Isn't that beautiful together? You don't see the papaya now, but it doesn't matter. You see, this is with the papaya, the orange. It comes together nicely, right? Yeah, I like the colors, and the color is important. Yeah? Doctors also say that eat your colors. Colors have been underestimated in the food for long. It comes now to science more and more. That's a little bit too thick. I need some water. I can see it already. Yeah. Maybe another third cup. Yeah. Eat your colors. That means colors are nutrients. Simple said. They have phytonutrients, very important nutrients. We only begin to understand because plants have thousands. Each plant can have thousands of phytonutrients. They're just being discovered and researched, and you know, they work together so much in food, so-called food synergy. That means you combine them, the different ingredients, as well as in one fruit, in one plant itself. There are thousands of phytonutrients that work together. If you take out one of them, one of the phytonutrients, like for example the color yellow or the color red, yeah, you take out the color. Yeah, turmeric, for example, very famous example. Take out the orange color from the turmeric. You have this curcumin. Curcumin is that phytonutrient in the turmeric that has the color orange. It's very potent. But if you take it out of the turmeric root, what happens? It is only a fraction as potent as with the other hundreds of phytonutrients in the turmeric root. So, and that's what they don't understand. It costs so much money to explore all these. You need thousands and thousands of experiments to find out which works together and how, in what ratio. So the perfect combination is the fruit maybe itself, the plant itself, with all the nutrients in there. And the color is one important, a very important one. They're very potent and powerful. And who wonders? I mean, we feel attracted to these beautiful radiant colors of the fruit and the vegetables, and that's also, they are our best food. Who would have thought, right? So I have now put a little bit more water in there, do a second blending, and then I'm done, I guess. That sounds pretty nice. The sound evens out a little bit. That is always a sign for the blender has done its job. Everything is perfect, perfectly smooth. Texture is very nice. Yeah, I like the texture. Now the flavor check. Ultimate flavor check. Ah, the melting flavor. Flavor melts away. Wonderful. A very perfect dressing. Wow, you gotta try it, really. I will do more with this combination. I wanted to make a fruit salad today because of this combination, this cinnamon almond cream, as I call it, in the title of my video. And it has the banana, of course, but the cinnamon almond is the special ingredients here for the banana. And you see how creamy it is, the nice creaminess here. I put all over because it's so nice. You could eat it by itself. This dressing is wonderful. It's almost a dessert by itself, and of course super healthy. I don't need to explain. Yeah, I will combine it now, toss it, so everything is soaked in this wonderful cream. Yeah. The other day I made the same cream, the same dressing with an apple banana salad. Yeah, that was another story, whole different story. I needed some time to get the perfect combination, yeah, with the dressing and everything. And now I try a new combination, and I see already it's so beautiful. The cherries and the combination of the cherries together with the papayas. You have to season the papayas with this sweet and sour flavor, the strong flavor of the cherries with this gentle papaya flavor. Very, very nice. So that's here just one glass now to show you what it looks like. I will decorate it now with the walnuts, and then I give you an impression what it looks like. Here, maybe 1, 2, 3 of the, oops, a nicer one here. This is my breakfast today. And one more fact about the fruits. because many people still seem to believe fruits have too much sugar, they're not so healthy. It is a complete nonsense. I tell you, it's a whole misinformation. Fruit, you know, they made studies, big studies, over all the countries of the world, this planet, hundreds of countries, many studies for years it took. They wanted to find out what is the main cause of early death on planet Earth. And they made this study, they collected the data everywhere. Different studies were collected also in the beginning of the 2000s years. You want to know that? I can find you the link. But the result was amazing, yeah? Especially in USA. Yeah? The result was the main cause of early death in USA was eating too little fruit. Can you imagine? Who would have thought that? There are other studies now that say you cannot even eat too much fruit. So if people tell you, oh, it's too much fruit, too much sugar, it's wrong. Sugar is only bad if you take it out of the fruit, if you isolate it and eat it isolated. Then it gives the blood sugar spikes, you know, sugar content jumps up, insulin production begins, and is then blocked, and all these things, bad things happen, you get diabetes and so on. But if you eat the whole fruit, then you can't eat too much, because the fiber in the fruit seems to be mainly responsible for the balance of the, don't get sugar spikes if you eat the whole fruit. The fruit are full of wonderful nutrients that are super healthy, and you can't eat almost anything healthier. And that's a little bit exaggerated, because the healthiest food are greens. Green vegetables are the healthiest considered by the science. Then herbs and spices, second healthiest. Third healthiest, fruit. There we have it. So very healthy. And well, don't be confused about fruit. Enjoy. They're so nice. Children know that, right? Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.